And we're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver. Shout out to military personnel. Shout out to medical field personnel. Shout out to the people out there keeping us cool, fixing our AC systems and all that when them break down. Yeah, them people that do that kind of work. Shout out to everybody in every profession, regardless of whatever your profession is. If you're up and out to get it, then shout out to you. It's a beautiful morning. It's Friday again. And on this day, at the end of the week, we always say, it's the freaking weekend, baby. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Here we are again. And another one. Like DJ Khaled said, right? Give thanks and praises, man. You make it through another one. You see another whole week go by. You're not sick. You're not in anybody's hospital. God be with those who are. You're feeling good. You're up. You're healthy. You can give thanks. And you can have another day to try this life thing again all over. Yeah. So we give thanks. And here we are, right? Big up some people this morning that's in the chat before we even get started. Why? There's a lot of stuff to talk about this morning, but I discovered somebody yesterday on Instagram that I want to share with you, and we'll get into all that in a minute. A politician was executed in Jamaica yesterday, and we're going to talk about that in a minute also. And of course, Vybz Kartel's Privy Council appeal date that was set recently has changed. They move it up closer. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. And I'll probably just go through my IG. But just there for chill with you on this beautiful Friday morning. Ain't nothing too stressful going on, right? Sean Cassell, big up yourself. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. The 1-806-587-8953 number is up there live. Call in when you feel like it. All right, here's our call. Let's take this call. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Good morning,
Sorry
family.
for hitting you up so early.
No, man, it's good talk.
But I wanted to get to you before you get into your thing.
Mm-hmm.
That letter you shared with us about Black women and the young man married a Filipino, I want to thank you. That was a divine sharing. That was a love letter.
Awesome.
To both Black women and Black men.
Yes. And
that letter came from the heart of that person. Yes. And I want to thank you for sharing and thank him for having the courage to share.
Yeah, it was.
And I just want to say thank you all the way around.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And I appreciate the callers and the viewers, the people who send in their stories, so on and so forth, right? Because we learn from
that. That was
things.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
Have a great day, darling.
You too.
So long.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, so since she kicked it off like that, I put up a video this morning, you know, the Dear SouFLo thing, and I save these, and every now and then we just jump in and pull one out and share it with the audience. Sometimes I got to switch up some information, but a new video is up. I think you should see it and listen to it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yo, morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What go on?
Well, I'm going to piggyback on that, but she beat me to it.
The same thing?
Same thing, SouFLo. But I just listen to it and tell know, but I tell the SouFLo, it's real. But I'm going to tell you something. Right now, I'm married for 12 years. And if I could divorce right now, I would
Wait there. You have me on speaker or something, Bluetooth. We want to hear you, you know.
No, Bluetooth.
We want to hear you. We're not hearing you good.
Yeah. I'm trying to hear it with me. Give me 1 second.
All right. Yeah, man, and go check out the letter that was put up this morning. It's a pretty interesting.
Yeah, you hear me much better?
Yes, you have a whole heap of echo, but we can work with that because at least we can hear you.
brother, I'm married for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if me to divorce SouFLo, I will never marry again. Trust me, and it's going to take me hard to take up a next black woman. Because you see, my wife right now, SouFLo, she's not a fantasy woman. She's not a woman that go out and want this, want that. She's about investment and saving, SouFLo.
Seeing.
So you see, right now, most of these things what the man talk about, I can relate to it, brethren. I see most of these women know the material thing, brother. And you know, I was about to call her and she beat me to it, brother. For real, but I love that. I love that letter you read, brother. For real, a lot of women must go and listen to Bucket. And not the woman, the men to listen to it.
Yeah.
Trust me, but it's real tough, God.
Yeah.
Really, man.
And good manners and respect, sir.
And listen.
Yeah.
Yo, SouFLo. You can't just talk about the counselor who get shooting. You have to talk about the counselor who got the people in graduation and can read. You have to talk and can pronounce it, but you have to Google that one, the Steve Graham counselor. Go to Black River, Old Harbour school and can read, brethren.
Can't read.
The man can pronounce the word in SouFLo.
When did I do read at a graduation?
Yeah, when they give a speech. Just Google Steve Graham, JLP Councilor, Old Harbour graduation.
Rastafari. All right. All right, my brother. All right, manners.
Yeah.
Steve Graham, Old Harbour Sita. JLP Councilor Steve Graham reading at all. Oh man, I'm not even gonna watch this yet before me say this. But if I'm a councilor, a big man, so he went to school a while back. But boy, our thing set away. In certain positions in Jamaica, you know, is who you know, and you get into your position based on who you know and who know your family and what family you come from. Links do it, you know. And then, of course, you have people who are driving that never went to a driving school and got instructions from an instructor how to drive, and them think that them just go buy a driver's license and them have a couple contacts, and it's like it's weird. It's weird. So to see a councillor, a political figure that would go into any public space and can't read, but try to read in front of people. Now, if you can't read, you know, so you can't read. And if you know you can't read, you just don't try to read in public. So somebody must have told him that he sounds good reading or him can read good, or else why else would he do it? Not true? It's like the little girl that can't sing, but her mom and her dad keep saying, "Oh, honey, you have such a beautiful voice. Sing that again for daddy." And she's like, "I love you. Oh, come here, honey. Listen to her voice. So angelic." And you're picking the end up all the way on American Idol and have these judges in the front rolling. And she's now mortified and embarrassed, right? You have to nip it in the bud, man. You have to tell her from home, say, "Babes, you can't sing. You're pretty. You're my daughter. You're my little beautiful princess, but your voice sound like when them lick big bullfrog and it does a croak. You can't sing, babe. Just tell her the truth." I'm the kind of parent like that. I tell my picnic them the truth. I'm brutal with the truth. Yeah, I want to do this and I'm going to be that. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not going to be that. How I know? I'm your dad, and I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. I'm your dad. I am going to give it to you raw. You can be that if you actually dedicate yourself to the training it requires to be that. And you got to be so dedicated to it that you have to think about all the others that are trying to be the same thing you're trying to be, right? And see them, I look for me like, damn, you just gonna tell me I can't like be that? But me, I tell them the truth, right? Right now you're weak. Right now you don't have no skills. Right now you adjust something still. Right. So I'm telling my kids straight up from the gate, you can't sing. You sound horrible. And don't do that in front of a lot of people. We only tell you sound good because we love you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I call someone that can't read something, all right? Him buy him consulship. I don't know. Let me see it. Let's see what this is about. So here it is. Let me turn up volumes and bring it to you. Well, I think we're going to have to enjoy this together this morning. Hold on. Hold on.
amenities, and a spacious cabin.
Oh no.
That's it.
This is brother Wayne Lonesome. This is a Wayne Lonesome and the theme video upon it. JLP Councilor Steve Graham reading at the Old Harbour School graduation. This is a disgrace, is what Mr. Lonesome says.
There is no doubt.
There. In like pronounce. There. I'm there. In like pronounce this.
Wait no.
What's that Google man? Google but no man. This then no, come on, government. If you put him out this up, send him to the education minister.
Mr. Lonesome now him not gonna make it play. I'm gonna comment all the way through. The man said there instead of there, like there starts with a V. I don't know if nothing wrong with that. Somebody needs to give me the video, man. I don't think nobody have the video. Oh man. And it's trending. But everybody had them one talking on it. I see. Let me see. Steve Graham, Old Harbour graduation. TikTok. What is that everywhere now? Wait.
Have you ever heard anything like this at a graduation? Pathetic.
From the chairman. Principal, Mr. Good, guest speaker, Dr. Cousin Troop, representative from the Ministry of Education, youth and distinguished guests. Guardians, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I, Steve Graham, council nominee on the Old Harbour Primary Board of Management, I represent Mr. Ramon Fisher, who is unavailable, absent. I appeal for this opportunity to greet you today at the 2023 graduation at this School of Excellence.
Pathetic.
Wait, listen.
Principal, Mr. Good, guest speaker, Dr. Cousin Troop, representative from the Ministry of Education, youth and distinguished guests. Guardians, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I, Steve Graham, council nominee on the Old Harbour Primary Board of Management, I represent Mr. Ramon Fisher, who is unavailable, absent. I appeal for this opportunity to greet you today at the 2023 graduation at this School of Excellence. Graduation is a milestone of all levels. For the reason I feel truly honored to be here at all wonderful occasion, annual graduation ceremony at the Old Harbour Primary School Institute of Excellence. It is great joy I am here today to assure you all graduates that I know you face a rough task throughout your preparation, your primary school year, especially during the pandemic, and with all the preparation for PEP. But I have no doubt the series of scare events you encounter endured during the period has only made you stronger and more resilient for the road ahead. Online learning may have robbed you of many opportunities you would have had socialize, build relationships, and rapport with the teachers of your peers. However, that did not stop you from being an amazing student, putting in the necessary efforts, studying, putting your best foot forward, and making the best of an awkward situation while at it.
I'm turn the page. I'm have more for
There
you.
is no doubt each experience you have had, each class you enjoy, and even the classes you did not have, prepare you to deal with the whatever may come your way.
At a graduation,
Message
pathetic.
from the chairman.
No, yo.
Principal.
Hold on. The man said even the classes you did not have, and that has prepared you. If they never have the class, brother, how the class help them? And who write this for him? You know, maybe we're building a mountain out of an antpile or an anthill. Maybe we're building maybe him have a speech impediment, right? Maybe him have a may I give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe him have a speech impediment. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yeah, brother. Oh.
One more, no. He work high school. What thing job? That I
brother.
One job. How he reach that so?
This is
who put him there? Who put him there worse than him?
Steve Graham, JLP Councilor for Old Harbour Central. His salary is $5 million a year. They put up him. Yeah, it's right here on the screen.
He might get taxpayer money.
Yeah, millions.
Yo, he better put together and send him back to school.
Brother.
Honestly.
You think me I try to give him the benefit of the doubt though. Me I think so maybe him have a speech impediment or him or him get shy, crouch. Because some people can't read when them quiet, you know. But one time you put them in front of a crowd. And how the man stumble over simple words.
Simple words, Regine.
We're gonna go through this again, you know. Cause me think Aaron was trying to go viral.
Yo, I'm gonna think he's trying to go viral. We have a point that people do strange things these days, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't write that for one. And the person who wrote it didn't do a good job because I'm almost sure he's writing what he see.
Yeah, I read what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
So something off that's up.
Something all right.
We need to do better Jamaica. Jamaica, we need to do better.
I agree.
The people that can't get 5 million.
Somebody said me no now, so me can't go be Prime Minister of Jamaica. Cause boy, a true man.
SouFLo for Prime Minister.
Brother, me I run it back again. Cause we have to, one more time. We don't have to suffer through this with me. All right, sir.
All right. Bless up.
Bless up. Yeah. Let me unplug the phone. Put it back on the speaker then. Cause you don't have to suffer through this with me again. This is a sufferation. This is a representative. Supposed to be at our highest level. Glad God, if him there somewhere watch me, I know. And a plan for me. Sir, I only give constructive criticism. I'm not here to damage you. So please, you can reach out if you feel violated. Nobody sue me.
Mr. Good, guest speaker, Dr. Kasim Chub, representative from the Ministry of Education, Youth and distinguished guests. Guardians, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning,
I, Steve Graham, council nominee on the Old Harbour Primary Board of Management, I represent Mr. Ramon Fisher, who is unavailable, absent. I appeal for this opportunity to greet you today at the 2023 graduation at this School of Excellence. Graduation.
Them left out the theme. Him did that go on good. You see this at Z, I greet you at Z. And I say Z instead of THE. That's okay. That's okay. New slang, right? But them left out the grammar is off, completely off. The grammar is way off. I think him pay somebody for write this, or when I'm minor children wrote this and him just say, thank you for doing daddy's assignment. I'm gonna read it, but him should have proofread it before him bring it to the public, right? Steve Graham, JLP Councilor, Old Harbour Central, salary $5 million a year. Let's get back right into what he's saying.
It's a milestone of all levels. For the reason I feel truly honored to be here at all wonderful occasion, annual graduation ceremony at the Old Harbour Primary School Institute of Excellence. It is great joy. I am here today to assure you all graduates that I know you face a rough task throughout your preparation, your primary school year, especially during the pandemic, and with all the preparation for PEP.
Brother, we were saying pandemic 365 days times 2, about 400 times a day for the last couple of years, and you can't pronounce pandemic. May I say, DR, you think him have a speech impediment? Oh, we are try help him, we are try save him, because this not look good.
But I have no doubt the series of scare events you encounter endure during the period as only
Period. During the period of period.
made you stronger and more resilient for the road ahead.
Resilient.
Online learning may have robbed you of many opportunities.
Robbed. We can deal with the opportunities instead of opportunities. We can deal with all that because we hear the opportunity are the same word, right? Tomatoes, potatoes, different accent and thing. We can take that, but
you would have socialized, build relationships, and rapport with the teachers of your peers. However, that did not stop you.
The teachers of your peers. I talk to the student, them, the picnic them. The teachers of your peers.
From being amazing student, putting in this necessary efforts, studying, putting your best foot forward, and making the best of an awkward situation while at it. There is.
Is it me alone or this brother reading have me? I go like this, like my eye twitching. Cause you just, I don't mean to be the grammar police. Cause which are patois, you know, and people try to say, oh, if you're gonna speak like that, just don't, because nobody understands or whatever. But this is a whole different context. This is a whole different context. SouFLo that now apply himself properly. Right, him say back at the class, fully done, no subjects. See, man?
There's no doubt each experience you have had, each class you enjoy, and even the classes you did not have, prepare you to deal with the whatever may come your way.
How could the classes they did not have prepared them to deal with whatever comes their way? You are going to be a good skilled driver because nobody taught you how to drive.
We extremely proud of you and your accomplishments. Despite
Have you ever heard anything like
that? That give me a headache. Steve Wright, Steve Wright, big up yourself. Thank you. Steve Wright say, I think him have a speech impediment or he's nervous. Yeah, me I try to give him the benefit of the doubt because I don't want them snatch away your $5 million salary, sir, and try to please anybody out here because, time's rough right now. And $5 million of your salary, that's a whole lot of money. That's money that can do things, take care of family and, make you can hold up your head a road and these kind of things. But I think him have a speak. I don't know. I don't know. But anyhow, this is a good example right here. But this is a big man though. This is a man that look like him in his 50s, maybe 60s, if I'm not mistaken. So a long time him go to school. Maybe he's been out of school for so long he forgot how to read. I don't know. May I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. But you see, want to draw me out. Yeah, me no man. I'm not gonna be too wicked on the man this morning, yeah, so pause. I'm not gonna be too. But now I'll leave that wish part it there. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Sir, hire a tutor out of the 5 million, pay them a little something so they can improve your eloquence. Because you are who you are. And you're going to have to read again somewhere down the line. I don't think JLP will send him up go read nothing anymore. The next time they're having this event and then bring up theme name, watch everybody says, no, don't do it. I'll go. I will go. Send the pastor, send somebody, but don't send him. Because he's not a good representative of... Oh, my God. Big up yourself here, sir. You tried. You get I don't know what you say him get for that trial there. But big up to him same way. Vicky, that me I said to her. Vicky I said, him wife and picking them embarrassed, especially the wife. If she a teacher, his wife is a teacher. A classic case of you can probably learn something from your spouse. Him probably the home a cuss him wife sometime and tell her how she dance. All you, big teacher like you, not even know how you get your position, and then him come do this. I don't know. He probably have too many yes people around him, because I would definitely be there saying, sir, no. I'll read it for you. Let me read it. Who wrote that? Who write that? Carry notice say you don't forget to read. It's like riding a bicycle. If you haven't read in a long time, you know, you might be rusty with words, pronunciation of words, and then the more you read it, come back. Not true? And then them a pass law in a parliament, Crystal G. Yeah? The wife probably wrote it. You never know. The wife probably write it on spite to expose him. You see? His wife probably wrote it on spite to expose him. You see how he always cuss me at home and embarrass me. All right, I'll show everybody how dunce you is. Watch me, all right, beer foolishness on the paper and make your dunce self go up there go read it. And she probably sitting at home like clapping the side eye sofa like this. That's a lot. You can't trust nobody nowadays, you know. Hey, your spouse could actually do that to you if you're a dunce. Write it. Yeah, babe, write this for me, man, because you're a teacher. And she remember how your cuss wrote earlier during the week. She said, yeah, I'm going to write it. I'm going to write it. I'm going to make you sound smart here, babes. Him say, yeah, man, fix it up for me, man. Fix it up for me. It's a big event, you know. So, all right. Leave out the and. Spell that with 3 eyes. Taken. She freak him up. Yo, brother, whoever write that don't mean you no good. Whoever wrote that don't mean him no good. That's not your friend. That is not your friend. Big public embarrassment. My God. So the picnic them must sit down and watch this now. They must feel hopeful. You give them some hope. Because the children are going to sit and watch this and be like, oh yeah, I definitely can make it. Because if him make it, and him sound so, my 4-year-old son or my 4-year-old brother read way better than that. So I definitely can make it. It might work a different way. Yeah, it might, because that's what children need nowadays, right? Them graduation, them need some upliftment. So you send somebody up there when not too bright that has made it. Think about me, I try to put the positive in it, people. You send somebody up there who has made it, who makes millions of dollars per year, and you show them, say, you can make it. You know, you are way past where he is, and look at him. He's, you see the nice car and pull up enough to come to the event. You know where his big house is. You heard his title. Yeah, you can make it too. Me no know. Bro Shaka said, from what me hear, after the first sentence, the wife excused herself. Bro Shaka said, from where me hear, after the first sentence, the wife excused herself to go bathroom. The wife excused herself to go bathroom. Oi. Everybody I look by you, and you're a teacher? My God. Your husband that, and you're a teacher. You know them say when a man leaves his father and mother house and cling to a woman and they become one. We don't know one at all. Because I've heard you read. And your husband that, you couldn't help him. Excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. She in the lock up in our stall. She if cry or she laugh. Or if she write it, she in there lock up in our stall rolling. Free guy, yo. You free guy, yo. See how y'all talk to me again. Them never mean you no good, sir. They didn't mean you no good. Oh, God. I'm poor thing. You know them people that were one time, them copy off of the test? Them copy your name too? And them kind of people there. And when them read, and you're right, foolishness, them read the foolishness like that's what it's supposed to be. Meaning they're so dunce that they can't even figure out that teacher us about wait. Shamari Jackson, come here. On the part where it says your name, why did you put SouFLoTV? That is not your name. That is his name. That sits right next to you. Oh, I'm sorry, teacher. So teacher, look by your phone now, right? Then the teacher will compare the two tests. A, D, D, B, B, A, C, C. E, cross out E, A, cross out A, B. E, cross out E, A, cross out A, B. Them copy all the mistake, them and everything. Them copy all the mistake and everything, you know. Ball. Yo, somebody take this down quick. We don't have time. Take it down. Take it down now. Yo, oh my days. Hear me, man. While we're up on the laughing thing, though, I discovered this lady last night, yeah. I don't know where she gone now. Oh, here she is. There's a lady on Instagram. Now, listen to me. Listen to me. Because, you know, the world's so serious nowadays. Like, you know, you get 5 minutes to laugh and then the next 10 hours is a screw face you have to put on just to survive, and then you get the next 10 minutes to laugh. Here's something that you can always laugh at and laugh with this person. Don't know if you know her. Don't know if you know her. Well, I'm going to introduce her on this platform. I just discovered her last night. This is actual Mama Selva. So Mama Selva, Adria Smith, Adrea Smith on Instagram. She's an actress and she is a video creator on Instagram. This is Jamaica Walk down memory lane. One of the things that I'm going to pick up, Mama Selva, listen, I'm not thieving your content. This is me bringing your content to my audience and telling my audience about you so they can go over to your IG where all your content is and support your content. All right. So if you have any issues with it, please give me a call at the 1-806-587-8953 number and just say SouFLo, take it down. You know why you run my content. So them do me, you know. They go and tell YouTube, palm me, and next thing YouTube is sending me warnings like you have to cut this out or we are going to strike your channel and these things. May I say SouFLoTV@gmail.com or 1-806-587-8953, public number, just like the woman where filed the lawsuit against me, which I haven't been speaking about because we'll talk about that later as more goes on. Yeah, I'm easy to reach. See? You don't know her? We are going to know her this morning. Watch this. Let's start out with that one here. I like this.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, my people. Any which part of the world you know there. You remember back in the day when we used to name flour dumpling, white flour dumpling, you put little cornmeal in there and you drop little butter on top because you know no salting. Yes,
Salting.
some of you might not even know when we say salting, what I mean. Salting is what you have to take the heaty flour. Like maybe you have like a chicken back or you have, you know, like a beef or whatever where you could, where your parents or your grandparents or where you could afford back in the day. Yes, man, but when you don't have no salting, have no fear. You take little butter, man, and you rub it up on your dumpling. See there? You rub up your butter. And let me tell you, sometimes I don't know enough butter to, you know, I just in little enough to grace it up. And let I tell you, you see when you cut dumpling, man, hey, and you little butter dip on it, in the fork and drop there, make I tell you something. Not nice, so white flour dumpling with little calming in there, and little butter dip on top. Listen. We come a long way, though, you know. Drop a line below, man, and tell me. If back in the day, you remember naming white flour dumpling with the butter on top. And somewhere would I just eat out with Dutch pot, you know. See, then I out of family like a Dutch pot, yeah, nothing sweet. So, as always, Mama Silva, have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening, or night, any which part of the world on there. Bless up. Good morning, good afternoon.
This is the kind of content that she has over there. See? So you can go over there and just reminisce back with her for all of the Jamaican them.
All right, make I turn over my breadfruit here. See, you know, then roast and look good, you know. I just roll them out of fire here, so, and put them on the side. My people, this is what the real breadfruit is like. No matter where you are going to do up a fire and roast up your breadfruit, all when you put them in a oven, they not come out so. So let me tell you something. You have to love and appreciate Jamaica, you know. My mother always tell me, say, cuss where you go, but no cuss where you come from. No way no better than you. See ya? So I go and make my breadfruit then cool, and then I just scrape them. And let me tell you, I go and have some breadfruit later with a little curry chicken or with a little saltfish. I don't make up my mind yet. Anyways, my people, bless up on yourself as always. Mama Silva here. All right, let I talk.
Aye. Great content over there. Great content over there. So that is Mama Silva, Selva. Just go up on IG, look up her thing. She has many more pieces of content that you can probably relate to. She does have me reminiscing, you know, especially when she says salting. That's what my grandparents used to say, salting. Salting is where you're going to eat the dumpling with, or where we're going to eat the food with. Me grew up in a farming community, so when me grow up on enough yellow yam and white yam, pum yam, this kind of yam, that all the yam you can think of, cassava, you know, breadfruit, green banana, ripe banana, you know, them kind of food there. And then you need something to eat, for sap it up, something to go with it, like a salting. What's the salting gonna be? She said some curry chicken back, or probably some ackee and saltfish, or probably a little bit of so on. So if you don't have none of that, the butter was just good. The butter would do. Hot dumpling and butter, boy, I eat that just because. We never used to eat it because we never have nothing to eat. Pum yam, yes, pum yam. You never hear about pum yam yet, naturally yours? Why for the pum yam and Vicky Victor says, why for the pum yam? I was yamming pum yam. Yeah. Can't take that to far with though. I saw you got and the cow cod. Them never used to want to feed the girls them the cow cod soup because we never understand why. Because we was little boys. But then did I feed me the cow cod soup? But them used to say the cow cod soup is like an aphrodisiac, right? So it's supposed to make you strong and sturdy. And it's supposed to make big man can do them thing. I don't know what them thing they did mean back then because I wasn't doing no thing. But I saw it did go. The girl them couldn't get no goat soup, manish water. Yeah, ram goat soup or manish water. The girls couldn't get any of that. Cow cod soup, the girls couldn't get any of that. It was for the boys and the men. Them kind of thing there. I drink the soup, but I don't eat the food. You know, eat the pistol. So they call it a Trinidad, the bull pistol. You know, eat the pistol. Yeah, drink the soup though. The soup off of the pistol. Yo, we some crazy, we some funny people. Good morning. Off today from work, so I can catch a live. Andrew Shervis, big up yourself. Thank you for being here with us. S. Sharad said good morning at Dorothy T. It's an awesome show today. Yes, sir. She have a next one there where she talk about when she walk up her road and mama said, then I will party I go. Make sure you know. And she warn her before she go out. Make sure you know. Make sure you come back before so and so. What I love about her content too, she do like our raw dialect of Patois. You know, you have different degrees to Patois, different levels to the thing. Yeah, she what we call good on in it. She good on in it, and it make it even sweeter. So go over to her Instagram. I just discovered her yesterday, and I've been binge watching her content from last night right back through. The soup wicked bad. No, none of them soup there. All right, we're gonna switch lanes now and talk about this thing that what just happened. See? I like her. I think she's funny. Debbie Jervis said. She and there's a youth. Boy, I'm funny. So till. When I remember him name, I'm gonna tell you. We got some great comedians, man. They will have you rolling. Jamaican comedians are just extra funny to me. They will have you rolling. Evie. Evie. I think him name Evie. The man do a skit where him leg cramp up. And him up on the bed and him stiff out on the bed when him leg cramp up, you know. And then him a pray. And him a sappy leg. And him a say, take your foot, Lord. Take your foot, Lord. The foot is yours, Jesus. And him a give him foot to the Lord. I don't know if you ever had a bad cramp. And your cramp lick you so bad where you feel like you could have taken off the foot and give it to the Lord for real. That boy had me rolling, but Evie is his name. I find theme thing and tell you all about him too. So you can go over there and support him too. Evie Raya. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
And so we are laughing when you talk about the cow card, you know. But you know, the thing of a yard when the Rasta man go catch the neck, Rasta man they eat it in boiled egg. And the Rasta man, I want to eat but boiled egg. And say, yeah, he said, no, Rasta man don't eat boiled egg. Egg come from down there so that the heat down there for bread. No, Rasta man don't eat boiled egg.
Yeah.
The Rasta man said, no, Rasta man don't eat boiled egg.
Yeah, but see them.
Come from down there so.
Yeah, but
the heat boiled egg, that's mean you heat down there so.
I saw. You ever see them in a real life though when them go order meat?
No, sir.
Country me come from, you know, man. So we used to go butcher shop, you know, go order meat, you know, fresh meat, just kill on these things. You never see a Rasta man go order meat yet. Me see them, man. One time I grew up, me did see them, and them run there and them talk loud. Aye. Well, we go to shop, go order meat. And them they order them meat. You see when time they reach Trenton, and the pork here, and the quietest person you ever hear. Yeah, me get 2 of them there, and 1 of this, and then 4 of that. Half a pound of this, Miss Macy. I'm about 2 pounds of Trenton around back there. Miss Macy, I say, what? About 2 pounds of Trenton around back there. 2 pounds of Trenton, you know, whisper. Man, it what you want it here, man. But yeah, it's a part of.
Me used to work at a restaurant of Queens in a Brooklyn, then Percy Jerkpot near Francis Lewis from Merritt Boulevard. And I have a Rasta man, and every Friday I carry on 1 pound of pork beef instead when you bring it down and make nobody see it, you know?
Wait,
every Friday you carry jerk pork to that the Rasta man.
Every Friday you carry on jerk pork for him. And he said, he said, hide it and make nobody see it.
If you hide it, don't make nobody see it. I have to eat my pork. I'm visible, nobody eat my pork. Yeah.
But he might hide it though.
Yeah, man, that's true thing, man.
That's true, man. But you know, it's all fun and games. See?
Yeah, man.
All right, big up yourself, brother. Blessed. Yeah. Rasta name pork for a long time, man. And people are gonna say, I'm a real Rasta that. You know what I find funny? I find people who don't they're not Rasta, they don't know the levity of Rasta and Rasta teachings, but then we quick fi tell a man, say, I no Rasta that and you no Rasta. Different Rasta eat different things, if you never know that. Some of them eat fish, swim arounds, if you want to call it that, because you know what them do with the fish word in our culture. So a lot of them eat fish as well and other things, and not just straight vegan veggie chunks alone them eat. You have the ones that do, and then you have those that don't. See, so Rasta is more about availability and not really about a piece of meat and what piece of meat you choose to eat or don't choose to eat. Really, it's more about upliftment of humanity and all these other kind of things. You know, me I say black liberation, black unification, and all these things. So I don't know, but we always do that. Judge them as if we have the principles and we hold the principles. We not live no principles neither. We have a piece of pork in our mouth side that tell them so them shouldn't eat pork, and a piece of pork sweet. So what you expect? Oh my days. All right, may I give you one more before we go into the serious topic, right? This is Evie Royal, what I'm telling about. Big up Evie Royal. Evie Royal is one of my favorite comedians as well. When from me find theme content, me just can't stop watching. And that youth are funny, and he has a lot of content. Let me see.
I never get the team with that dead. That dead for you. What can I tell you? Oh God, ginger beer.
Jamaicans drinking tea when they're sick.
Oh God. Belly talk like a belch man. All right, me feel the rolling so. Me feel the rolling so. Right, that's what me feel.
That's how we go extra with tea.
You never get the team with that dead. That dead for you. What can I tell you? Oh God, ginger beer.
Bro. What we call that? Bust gas. Yeah, bust a little gas off of your stomach there and can go on again and live another day. If you never get a little tea, you that dead. You know, every time we switch gear now. Me trying to drink Cersei Darty tea. You know, like your Cersei. I love Cersei, you know, my Cersei have a bitter. And not only that, my Cersei get lemon too. It bitter already, but me squeeze a lime in it as well. So I'm gonna put no sugar in my Cersei neither. It defeats the purpose. So now found the way drink Cersei and put the whole heap of sugar in there till it tastes like syrup. That's not good for you. The bitterness of the Cersei is what is supposed to be the medicinal part of the Cersei. So you have to just go and bear the bitterness and drink the Cersei. Me love my Cersei. I used to hate it when I was growing up because my grandmother used to feed it to me like almost every night. Really. Every night we get a cup of tea and we get 2 water crackers with a little butter upon it. Supper, and you go to your bed. This is after dinner, right? God bless my grandmother. This is after dinner. This is our supper where we used to get 1 cup of tea, a cup of Cersei tea, and 2 water crackers with little butter upon it. Yeah, we drink Cersei straight to no sugar. Yeah, man. All right. I don't know what's going on in Jamaica, people, but I think we're used to this by now, which is sad to say that we are used to this by now. Every time election time come around, I don't know if you notice it. Every time election time come around, bodies start dropping more than normal. And in the process, I've noticed now that politicians start getting killed more than the average. Or supporters of different political parties start getting gunned down in the street. This story right here, Security Minister Dr. Harish Chang described Thursday's killing of Jamaica Labour Party politician Lennox Hines as a hit. I don't know if you know Lennox Hines, a prominent politician in Jamaica, was gunned down yesterday. Hines was the councillor caretaker for the South Bar Division in St. Catherine's Southern constituency. He was shot dead just as he was about to enter the Portmore Toll Road at the intersection of Marcus Garvey Drive in his Honda CRV, Honda SUV. Hines is a major JLP organizer in Portmore and the wider St. Catherine area. He was shot by men that were riding on motorcycles. It is believed that he was trailed by the motorcyclist. The incident caused a massive pileup of traffic entering the toll road as police processed the crime scene. Police later asked motorists who are heading towards Portmore, St. Catherine from Hagley Park Road in Kingston to divert to Spanish Town Road. Commenting on the murder on Twitter Thursday night, Government Senate Natalie Campbell Rodriguez said, "I am sad. I cannot believe that Lennox Hines is gone. A life taken like that? Man, may his soul rest in peace." Lennox Hines, ja, was the reaction of another person named Robert Morgan, the information minister. Lennox Hines, ja. This is the information minister. This is his reaction. Hines was employed to the Island Traffic Authority as a motor vehicle examiner. In 2007, he was charged with murder. Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this. In 2007, he was charged with murder following the killing of a man and injuring of 2 other people in Portmore. The incident occurred during the run-up to the general elections that year. And then this. Them say time is longer than rope. He was charged with murder before or involved in any murder before. In 2007, he was charged with murder. Apparently, he must have beaten the murder charges, right? Because he maintained a prominent position in society, in politics. And yesterday, dog nyam him supper. Now, it's crazy because recently he was out here saying that his life is in danger. And I saw comments where people were saying, well, you bring that upon yourself. You know, say your life in danger and you still stay in the island. You don't want them to do you something, man. One person says, you know what? I the wrong article me I read. And I have to correct myself too quickly. And I hope somebody helped me with that. You couldn't tell me. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, SouFlo.
Yeah, I the wrong person me I talk about. A PNP councilor murder link. Right. I the wrong person. This article pull up next to the one I'm supposed to read. Now, me sound like the man will just read the something and never know what him I read.
No, man, the man they read foolishness. What you read makes sense. It's only
Right. So, in line with what me I say, every time politics come around or political stuff come around, like it's time for election, then comes the murders of these prominent people in this society.
And you're right.
Right?
And you're right about that. Them spike the murder rate and then them drop some zozo, try to control it, make it look like them do something.
But why they murder prominent people though? Because it's more shocking.
Better them than we, because them are contribute to most of the foolishness we are going. So I think them deserve it some my time.
Why? That's a general feeling me I get from the people them still. People just act like them not caring, or some people I say, well, you know, your life was in danger, why you staying at the island? All right.
Yeah, for the politicians, they are bad man themselves.
So I've been told. But all right, my brother. Manners. Okay, so let's put a face to this then and get into the proper story. So what happened was it brought up the next one. But funny enough, this guy right here is the same thing happened to him and in 2022. And it was his story I was reading just now. But this guy right here is who it actually happened to yesterday again. 2 different parties. He's from the JLP. He's from the PNP. The People's National Party member yesterday was the one that was gunned down yesterday. He's not the one that was involved in any murder before or anything like that. It was the JLP individual that was involved in murder before, and that might have been a reprisal killing for him. So, St. Catherine, Jamaica, the police says that they have no evidence at the moment to suggest, and this was just printed, they have no evidence at the moment to suggest that they have found any evidence at the moment to suggest that Thursday morning shooting of Ainsley Parkins is his name. Ainsley Parkins, the People's National Party councillor for the South Borough Division, is linked to last year's murder of Lennox Hines, the one that I read about before. Them say them don't have no proof that those two are linked. A Jamaica Labour Party councillor caretaker for the division. Parkins was shot dead, which is the new one, was shot dead sometime around 9 a.m. Thursday on Laurel Road in the South Borough. This is his constituency. One man who claimed to be an eyewitness told the Jamaica Observer Online that Parkins was overseeing the debushing project in the area when a man disguised in a vest as one of the men workers that were out there clipping the foliage, cutting grass, the man disguised himself, as one of the workers, put on the work vest and everything, approached him in his parked vehicle and fired multiple bullets in a rapid succession. Pam, 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 pam. Rapid succession. He was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, speaking with reporters at the scene, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey said that we have assembled a top-level team headed by the CIB, which is the Criminal Investigation Branch headquarters, and the Major Investigation Division to lead on this investigation. I am appealing to members of the public who may have seen or heard anything to call us at 311 or call 811 with any information that you may have to support this investigation. He said that this time investigators do not have any evidence to indicate that the incident is connected to Councillor Caretaker Hines' murder that happened May of 2022. Hines was also shot and killed on Marcus Garvey Drive in Kingston in rush hour evening traffic. Big politician, gunned down, rush hour, evening traffic. Nobody knows nothing. We will not be making any assumptions. We will do our investigations, and we are very open in our approach. He added that he is unaware of any gang wars or anything like that that's going on in the area, and we are appealing to the residents. We normally get support from the public, so assume that the public, who are responsible citizens, will tell us what they know. We have a duty to protect the citizens and to reassure the citizens. Whatever we have to do to ensure that the citizens of this community are reassured, then that will be done. If there is a need for additional deployment, more police, like the caller just said, ZOSO, Zones of Special Operation, SOE, State of Emergency. If there is a need for additional employment or deep deployment, then that will be done, and we will use our own assessment to see what we need to do. In the meantime, residents who spoke to the Observer Online at the scene remembered the late councillor as being very controversial, they said, and expressed mixed views about his legacy in the division. Some people said they never like him. Him always keep the place clean still, because you see the grass right here, and him cut it up. But he's a very controversial man, one man said. If you're not PMP, motive. If you are not PMP and him have farm work, then you not get it. You know the farm work thing already, right? Man want to fly out, go to Canada, go pick onion and tomatoes and whatever, or fly out and come to the US, come pick oranges and whatever. Tedious, hard work, but it's very helpful for a lot of people. Again, I come from a farming community, and one of the guys that stood out in my community to me was a man named Danny. And Danny built up a nice big house and was able to take care of his family and send his kids out to school properly, and the family looked nice and them own things, right? And all of that he did by farm work. But you know, we did little until we used to want to go a foreign so bad, and we thought that foreign was a bed of roses. We used to assume that Danny was going flying out all the time. We never fly before. Danny come back from foreign, him family look good. We never know the details of what farm work entailed. So we used to grow up thinking, boy, if I even forget on a farm work program, me want to go on that one day, if you go away. Boy, thank God. Thank God my life work out different, because now that I'm grown and I've seen videos come off of these farms and all these things, you know that it's hard work. It amounts to almost slave labor, but they get paid, you know? So, yeah, people in the community are saying that this program, he was giving out this program only to people that were of his political party. That can get you killed. That can get you killed. None of the man said, if you're on a PMP and him have farm work, then you not get it. So you have to be a PMP member. Forget that. No JLP man not get no work around here because I'm a councillor boy there, you know. Wipe him out. A pure badness in push, you know. And next man said, a pure badness in push, you know. He added while speculating the incident to be some sort of reprisal because of the amount of enemies that he has gathered in that area. Well, however, in an earlier Observer Online report, a source described Parkins as one of the best councillors in Portmore who tried to root out known violence producers. He was one of the best councillors in Portmore. He never tolerated the gunman them, and he gave information to the police on their activities consistently. Well, there you have another one. That's what the sources said. So on front page, it looked like this, right? Prominent politician gunned down. Everybody is, Jesus Christ, Jamaica gone to the dogs again. Whoa, all politicians I get it now. Me never make this up. I'm reading it. I'm actually reading this from the Jamaica Observer that was printed today. And it's printed in Jamaica Observer. People are giving their opinions from his constituency. Be a badness in pushing up. And if you're not PMP, you can't get the farm work program. So you have to be of his political party. Come vote for we, and me give you this. You don't vote for we, you don't get no work around here. And another person is saying that he had a lot of enemies because he was the type of person who used to root out the violence producers and report them to the police, which we know can be very dangerous in Jamaica. That's very dangerous anywhere. But since we are talking about Jamaica, because in America, the same thing. If people find out that you telling on gang members and drug dealers out here, your house gets sprayed up, people follow you and execute you on the road same way. But Jamaica we are talking about, right? And this happens every time but every time an election draws near, murder go on. Now that takes us back to I either never born yet or I was a real small child. To where this didn't matter to me, but I grew up to see the video online of them shooting out in the streets, and you know the whole talk about outside. Me now say no names, read between the lines. Outside entities had planted themselves in Jamaica's politics, and then they started doing the divide and conquer stuff, and they armed one side. And then the other side had to go get armed by some other people over some waters. And then big war broke out in Jamaica. Whole heap of gunshots in the street. Man, I get shot up. People are dead. And that was the birth, pretty much, of our two political parties. Today, it is known, and not me say it, it is known information that's out there that both political parties of Jamaica are strongly linked. I have to be careful when I'm talking now. So if you see me say something, you know me think about this before me say it. Both political parties in Jamaica are strongly linked to dons and gangs. And I just saw it things set. So for the people who are, oh God, Lord, oi, Jamaica gone to the dark, it's nothing new. It's been happening. And now that election is drawing near, it's happening again. One person says that the people from that area told this story differently on social media. There's a whole nother version. Another person says, is this a tit-for-tat killing? This was very bold and barefaced. This is an attack on the state's political leaders and leadership. The next person says, Parkins seems to be a hard-working councillor and a no-nonsense person. And being a politician, he might be accused of being partisan by some people. Well, if you're giving all the work to only the people who vote for your party, I would say you're kind of partisan. However, it takes nothing nowadays for anybody to want to kill you. The killers, they take no quarters and they do not, or they are not partial. And it takes very little for them to put you on their death list. But whatever the motive for his killing was, the killer was determined to kill him. 15 times he was shot, according to news report. I don't know how true that is. This is in the comments. The man I say 15 times them shoot him. So whoever wanted him dead wanted him really dead. Who knows? Maybe the same gangster-loving police tell them gangster friends say him a informer. Well, you know the saying, informer for dead. Jamaica, too much problems. Remember when we used to say Jamaica, no problem? No problem, man. Them change it now to Jamaica, too much problems. Whatever the case is, I'm going to stay close to this story because I'm very invested and interested. I want to see something. See, Portmore is a place that I frequent when I'm in Jamaica, you know. So when them things happen in areas where me frequent, it kind of heighten my interest. That is him right there in the orange and the black, which is the political colors of the People's National Party. And the other one from the JLP, he was the one that was gunned down before. So yeah. Why? Actually, you know, take nothing for them kill you nowadays. That's why I'm telling you out there, so be careful. Sometimes you have to just sidestep people. Sometimes it's okay to just be alone by yourself and not to have no friend or nothing like that. Because the world that we're living in now, it just set a kind of way, you know. People just don't like you sometimes. Then you don't have to do nobody, you don't have to do people anything for them don't like you, you know. One time gone, people used to not like you, and them just used to leave it at that. God, my spirit can't take him. Me no know. I want something about him. And that's it. Nowadays, me not like him. The boy left it dead. The girl left it dead. And then they actively seek to kill you. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. Watch you all the time. It's my first time checking in.
All right, thank you. Me not show your picture to nobody. Are you this though?
Yes.
Okay. All right, talk to me. What go on?
Yeah, about the PNP JLP thing you're talking about. The JLP one died after the JLP one. I don't know if anybody hear about this one. After the JLP one died, there was a threat on this one that died yesterday.
Right, and he was making it publicly known that his life was in danger, right?
Right. So it's like a 1-for-1 thing going on.
And if you notice, one is a JLP and one is a PMP.
Right. So from the beginning of the JLP leader, that one was threatened at the same time. So he came out and make a statement that he was innocent and have nothing to do with it and all of that. Yeah, okay. So it was threatened from there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Could it be that it was 1-for-1, tit for tat, like the people them say? You take one of ours, we're gonna take one of yours. Anybody wanna put around here, we'll slap them out of this because when them come through, we can't get no work. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yeah, family, what go on?
Quick and short.
Quick and short. Hi, sugar baby.
First, I want to condolence to the councillor and his family. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
But SouFLo, sometimes some people hear something but don't know what people have got through.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. Right now, SouFLo we lose $3.5 million because I see them politicians them right now. And I think every year me have pay money for Jamaica to go court and the court keep put it up because of the politician man there.
You lose $3.5 million?
Yeah, me buy a piece of land.
Ah, your phone gone, man.
Yeah. No, me buy a piece of land.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, JLP sell the land to a private sector.
You buy a piece of land, and when JLP win, them take your piece of land where you buy and sell it. And that you just said?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Thank you so much.
Go.
So what happened that I bought the piece of land, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was going through some transaction through policy to the government.
Yeah.
Start to build my house, brother. 3.5 bedroom, 2 bathroom, garage, everything up. And in the middle, we're going to take it, demand them JLP win now and demand them the JLP sell the land to a private sector. And now me can't get my money.
So them just take your land and sell it.
Because them say it's a private sector by the people land.
Mm.
So let me tell you something, SouFLo. War now go stop because them people are some wicked people down at Jamaica, brother.
Who feels it knows it though, you know?
Then that me I tell you. So sometimes people don't know what they go on, brother.
Mm.
And every year we go to Jamaica, we talk with them.
Are you me buck up at Walmart and we did a talk about that?
No, I don't mean.
Okay, cause the next brother me buck up at Walmart, you know, and they tell me about the same thing I go on with Theme House at Jamaica and them wait till him put on like one next part on it. So him build it got 2-story and now the man have problems with him house and the land where it built upon, and them I say it's not his. After him have paperwork for set, but the person who some kind of mix up like the person who was in power at the time ruling over that constituency work out in paperwork for him and everything, and the next person who come in and said that paperwork the invalid and now him stuck. So I'm saying even
this is the same thing happened. Because we have all the paperwork, we have all the account number, we pay all the money in the bank and we show them and everything.
You sound just like that same line of story here, me hear from the brother there too.
And the man make me know say, well boy, the account, what they give me, that is not a valid account. So it's all problem. Let me tell you something. I'm not people in a pain because of the politician, brother.
So when you see certain things happen like this, take it with a grain of salt, basically, not true?
Yeah, man.
But you don't know what.
You condone the killing still.
Right. Definitely not. Definitely not.
No, do that, brother.
Right, definitely not.
But enough of it, innocent poor people that they cry because of them politician, brother.
Right. You just make we know say something in a something.
Something, brother.
Yeah, cause you know when enough people hear them news here, my brother, them just feel like say like I was saying before, like, oh, Jamaica gone to the dogs, them start murdering politicians now, this, that, and the other. But if you're on the outside looking in, you don't really know. But if you're inside dealing with it.
By our next piece, but also maybe want to tell you all that will go down. Trust me, it almost go down the same way. I step to them heavy SouFLo. I step to them heavy. Straight up, I step to them heavy this time, brother.
Yeah, I'm hear them story, man.
Yo, them people are wicked, so but one big thing here, so.
All right, manners and respect, sir.
Yeah, man.
I see a young lady the other day at the bank. I think it's $200,000 was in her account. And first she went up there and them tell her say something about the account was frozen. And then she had to go through a process to get her money. And then she went through the process. And when she come back to get her money, they told her that there was no money in her account. So this time she start going bad inside of the bank. You know, when them pull the whole nigga out of you, and you just have to bring it out because nothing else is working. You tried all the diplomatical measures already. You tried all the intellectual measures already. You came well-spoken and well-dressed. And the situation just reduce you down to where, you know, you pop out your own hair and fling off your clothes and just go on like mad smaddy that the girl was actually carrying on to get her money. And she a balling a man. Because she said that's money where she work hard for. She don't have money like that. And see if she try to put herself forward in life and these things. It might not be a lot of money to some of us, but it's a lot of money to her, right? So yeah, the people them go through them thing with these people. Like one person said, this man right here, yeah, him is a good man and all that, but a bare badness him pushing up. And if him have farm work program for give out and you are not a part of his PNP something, then you're not getting no work. On top of that, we don't know what else might be going on behind the scenes. In any event, though, I must say I condemn the killing of this man same way, right? Because we can't sit up here and act like, say, it's okay. We can't. We can't sit up here and act like this is all right. Yeah, well, if I that him did I do them, should I murder him? We can't do that. So I condemn the killing of him as well and others before him. And guess what? This not gonna stop. More of them are going. Me would have afraid of that position there, and I would be afraid of that constituency. Me, after them does 1-for-1 over there, JLP gone first. Okay, I saw no one player. Boom, PNP go next. Who are going there next? They would have to give me a bulletproof vehicle, a 24-hour security detail of 12 men, well armed and well trained. They would have to give me all kind of something for me if you go in that position there. But hey, it's a multi-million-dollar position, right? Salary big, and the title is heavy. So you get to walk around like you're the man, swing power, wield power over the poor until them can't take it no more. And you know what them say about that? A hungry man is a hungry man. Bob Marley, man. Yeah. All one has to do is be fair across the board, Vicky Victory said. Yeah, and we're not in the people in position, so we don't know. So we can't speak on it. You know what I mean? I don't know what it feels like to be stuck in a place where I have the ability, but you just keep overlooking me and I get everybody else around me because them cool with you or them a part of your party or whatever. My family, I go hungry, me there, I ball every day, can't find work. I try my little entrepreneurship stuff, when I shut it down because I can't operate around here because me and a part of your party. All that. You're boxing people in, if I that you do. And you know, you box animals in, how they come out. So, but my condolences still goes out, man, because I'm pretty sure that his family is grieving. Just the same. It's never nice to lose your family members like this. If you're going to make that one, they work out itself. See? For the Vybz Kartel fans, them, Vybz Kartel had received a date to the Privy Council finally after 11 years behind bars. The appeal process is rough. The appeal process is rough, and your money have enough to sustain the appeal process. You know, I often think about people who were wrongly put behind bars and they just don't have the finances to get themselves out of it. There was a brother that was calling me and he leave me some long voice note and stuff when I didn't answer, but he was calling. I probably shouldn't say this, but the man I called from inside of the prison of Jamaica. Everybody in there have phone according to Isaac Buchanan, right? Hundreds of phones in there. But he was calling from inside the prison. And he was telling me his story, like, SouFLo, them lock me up in there now. I mean, do nothing. It's a life sentence me get, and it's not me do it. And I know you're probably saying to yourself, here's another guilty person trying to get out saying them never do it. But so far, me swear to God, I know me never do it. But them pin it upon me and become my family poor. And it's me and my mother alone, and she never have no money. Forget me no proper lawyer, no proper representation. Them dash me away. And I've been here now, he said, some teens of years. And it look like me I have a whole heap more figure. And sometimes me lose my mind. Sometimes me come back. I don't know what gonna happen to me. Me don't think I gonna live out a sentence here. All kind of stuff like that. And I was hoping to compile his story so I can tell people and try to draw some kind of attention to his case. But my phone got changed. Somebody hacked my WhatsApp, and that's when I had to change my whole WhatsApp and run it through on totally different something. I wake up one morning and see my wife face on my WhatsApp, from one of her pictures, and somebody left a derogatory message about this girl where you are F and this and that and the other, and some foolishness on my WhatsApp. You need to apologize to her and something. And my WhatsApp was frozen, stuck. After a man tried to send me dick pics, and I exposed it, and I said, don't send me them kind of something that come in that kind of lifestyle there. The next day, that happened to my WhatsApp. So I lost contact completely, had to reestablish my WhatsApp, lost contact with that person. But I know that there are people in there that are going through their things too. Just like here in the US. I keep telling people, watch the Innocence Project. The Innocence Project is very real. And some of us sit down and say, boy, that will never happen to me. And the whole of them behind the guilty and all that, until two turn of events, and there you are fighting for your life as well, right? So it's a humanitarian thing more than anything else. Me want people go to prison if them deserve prison. But I don't want to see no innocent people get locked up, and I don't want to see people who can't afford proper representation get railroaded off to prison. If you do the crime and you're doing the time is kind of easier to do. You can imagine doing 20 years for something you have no idea what them are talking about. Not even say it was your friend. Not even say you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Them just color you up and build up a case and put everything on you and make everything match. And you're here, can't fight. And you're going through the system. Prison are nice, you know. And you're going through the system year after year after year and can't get, and you tell yourself, say, one day, I keep my faith, because one day I gotta go make sure so everything work out in my favor. And then year 5 pass, year 6 pass, year 7 pass, year 8 pass, year 9 pass, year 10 pass, year 11 pass, your mother pass away, your father pass away, your granny pass away, your children are grown, year 14 pass, year 15 pass. That's rough. That is rough. Vybz Kartel, he had received a provisional date with the United Kingdom's Privy Council, and that date was set. I did a video recently about a week ago where the date was released, and that date was set for April of 2014. First, they said there was no one specific date, and then they gave April 16th to 18th of 2014. That has been changed, and now they announced yesterday that it was moved forward. So instead of waiting till April, they will be doing it February 13th to the 15th of 2024. Right. February 13th to the 15th of 2024. If you all know me, I know say I took a lot of flack, and I still do, for my stance that I take on the Vybz Kartel case. Right. I just finished watching the YNW Melly trial, and even over there, when I leave a comment, Jamaican people find me who don't like Vybz Kartel for one reason or another, and they're like, here you go, over here I talk about Melly for go to prison, but you're there, but you talk about Kartel for come out. And I try to explain to people that it's two different cases, two completely different cases, right? But arguing the details of the case to somebody who just pretend, because people say anything on social media. I watched the whole case, SouFLo, and they didn't. I've followed this for years now, and they haven't. But for those of us who pen and paper this, painstakingly get the details, go through it piece by piece, how everything was conducted, it was all wrong. It was wrong. And so the man was wronged. He's been in prison 11 years and change now. And finally, a date has been given at the Privy Council, which I'm sure everybody is looking forward to. His enemies are looking forward to it. The people them who claim say him mash up Jamaica and don't like him, they're looking forward to it as well because them want to hear it say that's where he's gonna stay, and the Privy Council shoot his stuff down. And then those who are in support of him, they're looking to hear say freedom and him get to walk, right? It's a sticky situation. It's a sticky situation, but we'll see where it goes. And this, my friend, is actually his last stance at being free. This is his last hurrah. Because after this, there is no more. This is the highest court of appeals. Once it's shut down from there, that's it. Wherever you get, that's what you have to go deal with. But I'm confident that they will see, if not anything else, the simple fact that a piece of evidence that was used to convict him alongside the others was taken from the evidence room by a police officer, brought home, used for his personal business, and then put back on another day back into the evidence room. That is what they call a tampered piece of evidence. And then they use that as the basis to convict. I'm pretty sure that the Privy Council will be looking at it from this angle as well. So we wish nothing but freedom for Kartel. We want him come out the road, and we want him come, you know, Master, come do what he have to do out the road. He was wronged. That's not a fair case at all. On the other trial, on the other case now about YNW Melly, the jury is out. We could very well get a verdict today. So y'all, whoever is paying attention to that case, keep paying attention to that case. The jury is out. They're going to be deciding. Right now, them under lockdown. Right now, they're deciding. Everything was put in yesterday. Closing arguments, all that other stuff was put in yesterday. Whatever comes back, that's what he's going to have to deal with until him want to appeal it. See? My prediction is that YNW Melly is going to prison. He's going to be found guilty. I don't know if you watch it, but if you saw his lawyer and his lawyer's closing argument, it was severely weak. And at one point, I said to myself, say, if I did my lawyer this is where I would throw myself on the ground and start roll around and make whole heap of noise. Knock over stuff. Just so they could freeze what was happening and let the black dude who was up doing all the work at the beginning of this, let him do my closing. Me no want a man to do my closing because he did the closing yesterday. Was a poor closing for Melly. And I already thought he was going to prison anyways, but that closing confirmed that prison it is for him for sure. So watch out for the verdict, and then remember, come back and say, SouFLo, you did say it, you call it. Watch and see. If I was wrong, then I'll say, damn, I'm wrong. With that said, people, have a beautiful weekend. Go out and celebrate yourself with people, or celebrate life and be around people who love you and care for you and respect you, and you do the same. If you don't have that, it's okay to be alone. Get to know you and love you. All right? Say one love, mommy. Say one love. One love. You're shy. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye over there, so. Say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. All right. Big up on yourself, manners and respect to each and every one of you, and have a wonderful weekend, okay? Stay tuned to both channels. I have content coming all through the weekend. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.